Good afternoon, everyone. It's great to see this room almost full. One thing you may not like about tonight is we set up a new rule just for this tonight, that nobody that's here at the beginning of the meeting can leave before the end of the meeting. I was just telling some folks earlier that Monday night we got started at 6:30, and I live about 5 minutes from here, and I got home at 9:45. What time did you get home, Paul? 10? Yeah, 10:10. But that's okay. We are very pleased tonight to have the Loganville High School baseball team with us. That's going to be an exciting time. And we're very pleased to have a big representation of the fire department. And we have an award that's already been received by one of our young firemen. And when he comes up, I don't want to take any thunder for anybody, but he's getting married in September. So, you know, if we can downplay that as best we know how, reminds me of that movie, Misty. No, y'all don't know. Okay, tonight we're going to start off. We have Stan Malden here with us. Yesterday, for those of you that may have not caught it, was Purple Heart Recipient Day. That does not stand out in the rankings of the national holidays. However, it's an important day to our veterans and our military people. And Mr. Stan Malden, who's going to do our invocation and then lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, is a Purple Heart recipient. So Stan, you got it. Is that on?
Leave them on here.
You on now?
First of all, before we get into this, is there anybody else in the audience here today? It was. Thank you. Is anybody else here with a Purple Heart that was awarded the Purple Heart? We'd like to recognize. There we go. There's another guy back there. Okay.
We have someone else?
You know,
Come on up front and be Stan.
yeah, come on up. Come on. I need help. A lot of it. Had a guy ask me one time, once I got home from Vietnam, after 14 months of combat in Vietnam, he asked me, he said, how did you get that Purple Heart? And I said, I forgot to duck. So, and that's the truth. You don't have much time to duck when people are shooting at you. But anyway, thanks for the recognition here. And the Vietnam veteran doesn't get too much recognition, but anyway, thank you for the recognition, and let's go ahead and bow our heads in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you this evening to give you praise. We thank you for this, first of all, for this great day you've blessed us with, and we want to ask your blessings, your continued blessings on this city. This city has been a big, big thing for all of our veterans, and that's one thing we always want for our veterans, but not only for our veterans, but for the complete community. And they even take care of 2 counties, you know, inside this city. So thank you, God, for blessing them. We ask that you be with the city council and the mayor tonight to make good, sound decisions, and bless them throughout this meeting, and bless us on our way home too tonight, and guide us, and not just today and tonight, but forevermore. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Let's all, if you will, join me in the pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. One last thing while I'm up here, you can be seated. One last thing while I'm up here is, you know, I come with this phrase to give the city praise, and all the fire departments, since you guys are here, and the chief back there in the corner, and all of his people, all his patrolmen, and it takes a lot to put on one of the biggest events Loganville has every year, and that's on Memorial Day. Some of you almost probably wish that we wouldn't do it, because it ties up the the city so much. We really crowd up the city with some crazy motorcycle riders, but we do raise so many funds and do so much for veterans and families of veterans on that day that we're not going to stop doing it until we're made to stop doing it. My family, after doing it about 3 years in a row, asked me, they said, "Dad, when are we going to stop doing this? We're giving up our 3-day holiday every year to put on Ride for America." And I said, "You want the truth?" And they said, "Yeah." And I said, "Never. Not until I die anyway." So we do a lot of good things for the city, and the city in turn does much, much more for us. But we thank you guys, since we got all the fire department and the chief here and some of his people. We thank y'all and the mayor and the city council for your support during Ride for America. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Stan.
We salute you.
Just to give you an idea on the Ride for America, we normally have 800 to 1,000 motorcycles at the American Legion on that morning. This past year, if you remember, it rained, and we still had 175 or so, which is pretty darn good, riders on motorcycles coming out in the rain. However, they had a big barbecue dinner planned as they got back from the ride, and usually the Legion is just packed full of people. But this year, we're still eating barbecue. Is that a fair statement?
That's plenty of barbecue.
Plenty of barbecue, but that's the way it goes. Okay, roll call real quick. We have all the council members here, city manager's here, city attorney here, financial director's here, and I'm here, so I guess that's the whole group for tonight. And then we're going to move right in to the Loganville High School 2024 Baseball State Championship recognition. Okay, here we go. Loganville High School baseball team won the 2024 GHSA Class 5A baseball state title in a thrilling three-game series against Cartersville to bring home the school's 8th state title in school history. This year's state title was the third in a row, third in a row for Loganville, and the team's second three-peat series in 8 years. What you're seeing is excellence, and excellence is not easy. Excellence is hard. You got to set your standards above everybody else, and you've got to make sure everybody buys into your standards, and that's the way you become excellent, just like every other sport. Core to this team's success were the players which bonded together and cemented their place within the brotherhood of Loganville baseball. Of equal importance is the group of coaches which have been together for 20 years, including head coach Brian Mills. Everybody know Brian? Brian. Okay, Brian, you're right. Okay, if anybody has any fundraising things, go find him. No, I'm kidding. Since taking over as head coach in 2022, Mills has led the Red Devils to the state title every year. Quite an accomplishment. And building on an impressive legacy left by his predecessor and current athletic director, Jeff Seegers. Jeff? They've been here 20 years? Both of them. That's good. I asked Coach Seegers before this, I had an announcement to make that's involved with him, and I said, would you like to announce that? He said, no, tonight's all about the players. And that's true. We really appreciate what you guys have accomplished, and we appreciate you being here tonight. However, speaking of Coach Seegers, it was recently announced that Seegers will be inducted into the Georgia Dugout Club Hall of Fame as part of the class of 2025. And I think that ceremony is going to take place on December the 6th, as I recall. Congratulations. Big honor. So let's give a big round of applause. If the baseball players would stand up, you're the center of attraction tonight. 2024 Class 5A state champions. Good job. And when I tell you about a dynasty, there are 8-time state champs, 3-time state runner-up, 13 times regional champions. So this is not something that just happens one year. Danny, could you come over here a minute? This is the guy who likes to sit over there and watch the rest of us sweat. But we had a suggestion from a citizen on something that we should do that would be a little bit different. And Danny made it happen. So, first of all, we'll give this to your coach, Brand. Come on, hold the sign.
Actually, that goes on the road.
Look, he wants me to do all the work. Okay, this goes on the highway. That looked pretty impressive, huh? And then I showed a few of the players a little sneak peek while nobody else was here. But we had this sign made up. It won't go on the road, but it'll go wherever you guys decide on the campus. Matt, the new principal, wherever y'all decide. But I think this is very appropriate. And it's on both sides. No money spared. Okay, you want to hold them both up till I finish?
Yeah.
No, I won't do that. I won't do it. Just put it together. Appreciate it. Thank you. Isn't that great? Then we got another little recognition here that I have to sign. Did you keep my pen, Christy?
Thank you.
And you know when something's official, it says whereas a lot, right? We've talked about that at other meetings. So here we go. Recognition, Loganville High School. Whereas the Loganville Red Devils are hereby recognized as the 2024 Baseball 5A state champions, and whereas in May 2024, the Loganville High School baseball team led by head coach Brand Mills returned to state championships, and whereas on behalf of the city of Loganville, great appreciation is expressed for the diligent commitment to the team, to the sport, and for making the community proud. And all members of the Loganville High School Red Devils, I should say whereas, all members of the Loganville High School Red Devils baseball team, whether a coach or a player, is hereby commended for the accomplishment and an outstanding representation of the city of Loganville. And trust me, it is appreciated, and I know you don't hear it enough. So we thank you for that. And therefore, I get to change it up now. Therefore, I, the mayor of the city of Loganville, congratulate the Georgia Loganville High School Red Devils baseball 5A championship team on an outstanding year 2024 in the city of Loganville. So stated this 8th day of August 2024. And if y'all would like to, we got a little bit of a surprise. Again, a citizen helped us with this as well. But many of us didn't see that game. But I think there was something a little bit special about the final at bat of that game. So we've got it on tape, and this is Mike's. He runs all the electronics for us tonight. This is his claim to fame. Not to put any pressure on him, but by God, this better be good. Is number 4 for Loganville here? Stand up, let them all know it. And when you get that, probably $20 million check, we don't want you to forget your hometown. But anyway, it's great to have everybody here. If we could, let's get all the players and the coaches right up front here, because I know a lot of people want some pictures. Right, moms? Yes. Boy, you guys have some young moms. Gee whiz. Unbelievable. Come on up front. Matt, come on up front. Come on, Matt.
Yeah, look at that. We'll hide. We'll hide behind the wall.
Okay, we would also ask Matt, come over to the microphone, Matt. Matt, come over to the microphone. We're not going to let an opportunity go by, and I know he's going to hate me for this, but that's okay. Matt is the new principal this year at Loganville High School, and now he sees what he's got to make happen again, or his part of it. You want to introduce yourself?
Not really, but I will. So I'm Matt McDonald, super honored to be a part of this tonight. Obviously, I wasn't a part of it when it happened, but big shoes to fill. And so I know there's a group that's moving on to what's next, and super excited for them, but also excited just because you saw it's year after year. So excited about what the future continues to hold for the ones coming up. And so just so thrilled to be a part of it, be a part of this community, and could not be more excited for the opportunity. So thank you again, and congratulations to the team and coaches.
Now, didn't he do great with no notice? Very good, Matt, very good. We got something for you that not many people get these. These are the Mayor's Challenge coins. And we have determined we will give these out.
They can recognize
And
it.
if you put them away in safe, we estimate
Do what?
it might be worth something.
So,
Well, yours just isn't going down anymore.
is it too low or too high? It's gonna go down. Well, when they do planning and zoning, and then when DDA gets in here, they mess with them, and mine's always down in the floor.
Yeah, if she goes all the way up by the end of the meeting, it goes down.
Jamie Dempsey puts mine all the way down on the floor, and I come in here and I'm sitting eating with that. And then I try to move it up and not fall out of it.
Okay, baseball team, the citizens would like to tell you one thing. Thank you for your hard work and your dedication. We do thank you for it. And we got cake in the hallway, and Hunter Morris is going to cut the cake for you. And we'll get you squared away. And again, thanks everybody for being here. We really appreciate it.
She owns the house off Bobby Moss. Bobby Moss, the house, the rental house.
Oh,
I believe I remember her getting up and speaking at the
yeah, I recognize her.
planning and zoning.
Good looking group of young men,
Her
huh?
new tenant's actually my hair lady.
Who is?
My hair lady moved into that house.
Thank you all, including the young mothers. Wow. Makes you realize how old people getting stand. Yes, we are. Thankfully, that'll continue, hopefully. Thank you, Bill. Okay, if we could we get to Fire Chief Tim Johnson up front? He has another thing. I think all of you are going to love this as well. First Friday Hero Award. Tim, you're on. Now, I got to tell you, y'all give me your opinion. Doesn't he look nice in a tie? Shouldn't he wear a tie every day? I guess that's old world stuff. Go ahead, Tim.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor and Council. Thankful for the opportunity to stand up here. I won't take much of your time, but most fire department, the public knows what the firemen do as far as emergency calls and things of that nature, but they don't see the other side of it, and they don't see the heart of the employees. Most of just about every fireman I know does not want to be in the spotlight. They don't want recognition. They don't want anything to point out anything that they've done or not done. But I feel like when someone goes above and beyond, they should be recognized. So the Walton County, Piedmont Walton has started a First Friday Hero. This is the third month that they've done this. They do it on the first Friday of every month, and they take nominations from different people that may be part of the healthcare system or just the general public in general. So I'd like to read a letter that was submitted on behalf of one of our own, which is Sergeant Dustin Kane. It says, EMS and fire were called for a near sinkable episode. Patient was outside painting a fence and got overheated and nearly fainted. She felt better after EMS arrived and got her water, and she refused transport to the hospital. While on scene, Dustin took it upon himself to paint her fence for her. He didn't have to do this, but went above and beyond in doing so. Getting her fence painted was not an emergency for her and was definitely not something that she would have expected any first responder to do. However, that is the caliber of employees that we have working for us. And so with that being said, I would like for Sergeant Kane to come up here, please. This is just a small token of my appreciation for the hard work that you do. This is Loganville Fire Department Exemplary Service Award, Sergeant Dustin Kane, in recognition for your exemplary actions during an emergency situation. You came to the aid of a fellow human being with dedication and diligence. August 8, 2024, and it's signed by me and Council Member Melanie Long, our Public Safety Chair.
Brett, you want some of the other firemen?
Chief, get everybody up here, please.
Come on up front.
Yeah, could all the fire staff come up here, please?
Mr. Myers, is that you too? Everybody tries to hang back. We gotta get some pictures of this. Thank you guys for what you do. They look pretty darn good. Thank you, Dustin. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, come on, guys. I met her one Friday. Met them both one Friday. Doesn't he look cool, calm, and collected? He's getting married in September. My gosh.
While they're finishing up the pictures, I would like to say that we just finished our state audit
Hey, buddy,
for
good to see you again.
2024 from the Georgia Firefighter Standard and Training, and passed with flying colors.
Young lady. Young lady. Young lady. Destiny, give that. Thank you. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it. Y'all gonna stay here for the whole meeting? Somehow I knew that was coming. I understand. Thanks, everybody, for being here. It's really great opportunity for us to say thanks. Okay, we'll move now into the business part of our meeting. We need a motion to adopt the agenda. Okay, we have a motion, second?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion, second. All in favor of adopting the agenda, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Passes 6-0. Okay, we also need to adopt the consent agenda. And for those of you that are not here very often, and not many of us are left, are there? But anyway, the consent agenda is the things that we all agreed on Monday night. And just to sort of have housekeeping, we still have to vote on Thursday night. So on your agenda page, you've got everything that's on the consent agenda. Do we have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Okay, we have a motion. We have a second? Okay. We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Consent agenda is adopted. We'll move right into Planning and Development Committee. Lisa Newberry.
Thank you, Mayor. We held a public hearing prior to these cases, and tonight we're ready to take a vote. So for case number V24-015, ENS Rentals LLC requested a major variance to the property located at 164 Bobby Boss Drive in Loganville, Georgia 30052, Walton County. The map parcel is LG 060163. The present zoning is CH. The ordinance and section from which the relief is sought is zoning ordinance 119-432A, minimum buffer specifications, which requires a 30-foot buffered strip between the CH zoning of this parcel and the R16 of the adjacent parcel. The applicant has requested this to be reduced to 15 feet. And Mayor, I make a motion that we deny this request.
Okay, we have a motion to deny the request. Do we have a second? Second. Okay, we have a motion. We have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed?
Aye.
Okay. It is denied 5-1.
Okay.
Lisa?
Case number V24-018, ENS Rentals LLC requested a major variance for the property located at 164 Bobby Boss Drive in Loganville, Georgia 30052, Walton County. Map parcel LG 060163. The present zoning is CH. Ordinance and section from which relief is sought is City of Loganville Development Regulations 6.33C, as it relates to the length of the deceleration lane required for this project to place additional commercial buildings on this site. And Mayor, I make a motion that we deny this request.
We have a motion to deny. Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed?
Aye.
Okay. Denial voted 4-2.
Okay, and the last one for this is ENS Rentals LLC has requested a variance at 164 Bobby Boss Drive for the following: change the detention pond's required 4-to-1 slope to concrete vertical walls, reduce the detention pond easement from 20 foot to 10 foot. This request was denied by the Department of Utilities, and the applicant is appealing the decision. And Mayor, I make the motion that we uphold the decision of the Department of Public Utilities and deny this variance request.
Okay, do that motion one more time.
Mayor, I make the motion that we uphold the decision of the Department of Public Utilities and deny this variance request.
Okay, we have a motion to deny. Do we have a second? Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed?
Aye.
Is that also 4-2? Motion is accepted and denied. The case is denied 4-2. Okay?
Okay, and the last case we have is case number V24-022. AMH Development LLC requested a major variance for the property located at 2467 Claude Brewer Road in Loganville, Georgia, 30052, Walton County. The map parcel is LG 160005. The present zoning is R22 CSO. Ordinance and section from which relief is sought is zoning ordinance section 1:119, design criteria, exterior materials. Applicant requests to reduce rear elevations requirement to 3-foot brick or stone water tables, which will include sides of 3-car garages. And that Mayor also make a motion that we deny this request.
Okay, we have a motion to deny. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, by hand, please. All in favor? Of denial. We've got 3. 3? 4. 4. 4. Okay. So that passes 4-2 as well.
Let's get the opposed votes, just so we can have it for the record. We had 4 for approval of the motion to deny.
That's correct.
And all those opposed to the motion to deny is whom? 1,
And?
2. Okay. No one abstaining. Just wanted to check on that. Thank you. 4-2.
You're not going to believe this, Paul, but I was just getting ready to say that. Thank you. Okay, Lisa, anything?
That is all we have. Thank you.
Okay. We'll move on to Finance and Human Resources. Ann Hunsinger.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We have to vote on the 2024 millage rate. Kind of hit the high points on Monday. I'm just going to read the section of the resolution. Walton County millage rate for all real, I'd like to make a motion that we approve and adopt the following. The Walton County millage rate for all real and personal property located in the city of Loganville and in Walton County. The calendar year 2024 gross millage rate for maintenance and operation shall be 12.817 mils, less the rollback for local option sales tax at 2.948 mils, leaving the net millage rate for maintenance and operating purposes to be set at 9.869 mils. The 2024 Walton County Tax Digest and 5-year history of levy is attached here to and incorporated as as Appendix A. Section 2, Gwinnett County millage rate. For all real and personal property located in the city of Loganville and in Gwinnett County, the calendar year 24 gross millage for maintenance and operation shall be 8.832 mils, less the rollback for reassessed value change at 0.539 mils, leaving the net millage for maintenance and operation purposes to be set at 8.293 mils. The 2024 Gwinnett County Tax Digest and 5-year history of levy is attached here too and incorporated herein by reference as Appendix B.
Okay, we have a motion. We have a second?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor of the 2024 millage rate?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, that's those who vote. Anybody voting no?
You didn't ask yet.
All right, would you show by a show of hands those that voted to approve the millage rate? All right, that's 6-0. It is approved. Y'all done got me confused up here, but that's okay. I'll stay confused. Very good. And for the audience, what that means is your council voted to roll back the tax rate and not take advantage of increased appraisals in most cases. And that's the most that your city council can do to limit your city tax liability. That's the tool we have to work with. So thank you to the council. We very much appreciate it, even though they did get me confused. At least I didn't ask you to repeat it, huh? You could have, I know. All right, we'll move on to Public Safety Committee. Melanie Long.
We did mine at the beginning with recognizing Dustin Kane, so I don't have anything further. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Move to Public Utilities Transportation, Bill Duvall.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So we had my items covered in the consent agenda, but I would like to say that, you know, with all this talk about Tommy Lee Fuller and the proposal we had as far as the drainage and all, I'd like us to take a look at if there's something in relation to our right-of-way, conveying water, protecting our street, take a look at if there's a means that we need to take care of, if we can handle that with improving ditches, or if we can handle what, but we can't, I mean, obviously, we can't correct what's coming down the slopes of people's properties, but we need to make sure that when it gets to our roadway, we're taking care of that. So if we could just take a look at it and see if there can be something done.
Okay, is the council okay with Danny Roberts taking a look at that, and we can have it on next month's agenda?
I don't know if it'll be next month, but soon.
Oh, well,
Well, whatever y'all decide to do.
When you can. Sometime soon.
well, they just need to look at it.
I mean, it shouldn't be over my limit just to look at it, but definitely
I hope
do the
not.
work. It's gonna be quite extensive, so yes, if it is, it'll be on the agenda. How about that?
I think the council is saying that they would like to have that water problem that's been there for years and years and years,
Fixed.
as best we can resolve.
That's
Is that what
correct.
we say?
That's correct.
Okay. Thank you, Bill. Anything else?
No, sir, that's it.
Okay, now we move to Public Works Facilities. Patty Wolf.
That's mine, and since Jeremy's here, I have a confession, Jeremy. I can't find your sheet. I was gonna talk trash tonight, but I can't find your sheet that you give me. It's probably in all these papers. I got kind of carried away. I apologize. I will do better next month, but I assure you, he picked up a lot and worked very hard, he and his team. That's all I got.
Jeremy, you gonna let off the hook like that?
I'll look and see if I have it in the email.
Yeah, I'm saying, how many copies you have to get?
At least two.
Okay, anything else? You got it on
That's
email?
it. That's it.
You got it on email? No, I was gonna say, Jeremy, won't you come up and cover it? You're welcome. All right, we move down to Economic Development Committee. Brandon Whitfield.
Thank you, Mayor. I have no actionable items tonight, but since Christy isn't here, we have our backup back there. Brett, would you please tell us about our upcoming events?
Good evening. So, big event we've got coming up next Friday. We've got a food truck jam. So, normally we've got our Groovin' on the Green concert that's scheduled for next Friday with Departure. Yeah, I got it. But also, we're going to try something new. We've got food trucks that'll be here during the lunch hour from 11 to 2. And we'll also have food trucks and our concert featuring. It'll have food trucks and our concert featuring Departure from 6:30 to 9:30, which that'll be jam-packed. Departure's probably the most popular band we've got on our lineup this year. And then also, too, we've got on September 7th coming up, Battle of the Bands, so just kind of keep that on the back burner. But yeah, so we're hoping the food truck jam is going to be a big success. It's the first time we've tried this, and so y'all come out and help support it, and hopefully we can keep it going.
If I may, I'd like to add something to that. A lot of our citizens have been telling us they would like to have food truck events. Well, by golly, this is one of them. It's at lunchtime, a week from tomorrow, and if you want to have more of them, you'll come out and at least support this effort, and then we can get some more times that we have food trucks here as well. We struggle a little bit sometimes to get people with food trucks to come here because they're concerned they won't get enough business. But if we show them that's wrong, then maybe we can make an impact for the future. But anyway, we appreciate everybody being here and also being at the food truck jam. Okay?
Mayor, can I talk a little bit more about Battle of the Bands real quick?
Sure.
So we just closed the auditions for Battle of the Bands. We have 8 bands that signed up. 6 of them can play. And out of those 6, 4 of them are local bands right here from 30052. A lot of local artists. They're there to get stage time and put on a good show, so they're real excited. So please come on out. This year it will be in the Rock Gym. It will be partly indoor, partly outdoor, because we'll utilize the space in between the two buildings. And we will have some food trucks there as well. And it's $5 entry to get in, because the bands are all getting paid to come this time. And the winner will still get a $1,000 prize to play at the Autumn Fest. So we're real excited about that.
And those bands are looking for a lot of money and recognition out of these things, and they play hard.
We got some local restaurants coming that want to find some local talent to put on, so they're all eager to come and play.
Good. That'll be fun. Okay, well, now we move to the city manager's report.
Thank you, Mayor. Just want to give him, Jeremy's crew is the one that did the signs, not me, so I just told them to order signs. So Jeremy's department handles all the street signs for the baseball team, so they'll be changing them out, probably starting tomorrow. And Jeremy, we're going to take the old signs and give them to the high school.
Jeremy, stand up. Come on. Let's give him a hand of applause, huh? Thank you for arranging that. Would you like to have a moment to speak? That's what I thought. Thank you, Jeremy. Okay, we'll move on now to the city attorney's updates.
Thank you, Mayor. I have nothing actionable tonight. Just a quick update on library IGA. We just got plans, some draft docs and legals in. So hopefully September, October will be the cycle for that IGA for the design criteria. Assuming we don't hit any roadblocks or any snafus. If not, October, November. We've got till November 30th to get that in place. So we've got plenty of time now that we've gotten the docs we need from the architects. So look for that coming down the pipeline. We'll get you forward copies just as soon as we're able to get you forward copies. It'll be a pretty complex agreement, and then we'll be working with the library board on that agreement and Walton County as well. So that's all that I have actionable this evening. So thank you, Mayor.
Do you want to sing during the Battle of the Bands?
I do not, but since you brought up singing, I'll at least throw in a shameless plug. There's no fundraiser this time, but a week from Saturday, my daughter's having another concert at David's 105. So if you haven't been to David's 105 in downtown Monroe, it's real cool. For those of us that graduated high school before 2000, you might remember Eddie's Attic. It's still around, and it's still around in Decatur. It's kind of got that vibe and feel. David Dickinson, one of your compatriots on the Monroe Council, started it. Seats about 100 or so. They've got lots of great groups coming in and out there. So she's having a concert a week from Saturday, August 17th. Tickets are $25 a piece. So if you want to buy them, go to davids105.com and you can buy them there.
What time does it start?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Time to go eat and then come to the concert. I'll be there smiling as a proud dad. And
Our very own Dustin Peterson's band plays there quite regularly too now.
Yep.
So they're doing a really good job.
They've got it's a great
Get a lot of
little
local
music
musicians
vibe. If
in.
you're into that music thing, that's the place to be. Open mic nights every Thursday night, and you just go open mic night anytime you want to. So that's my only random shameless plug, but I will not be singing at your Battle of the Bands or any other Battle of the Bands.
Me neither.
But thank you, Mayor.
However, I did graduate from high school before 2005. That's a good thing. A long way before. But anyway, so we got a lot of things going on in your city. Hope you can be a part of them. All these efforts need your support. They really do. With that said, can we have a motion? This is the hardest one to get all night, I know. But can we have a motion to adjourn? So moved. We have a motion to adjourn, and we have a second. 5 seconds. Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Meeting is now adjourned.